Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez have come back for this new follow-up since they directed the original. Most of the original cast members came back, including Mickey Rourke as Marv, Bruce Willis as John Hardigan, Jessica Alba as Nancy Callahan, Josh Brolin now replacing Clive Owen as Dwight, and with new cast members, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Johnny, and Eva Green as the title character Ava Lord, A Dame to Kill For. Now, there are three stories within this film. Johnny's gambling problems, the Dame to Kill For, Dwight's plight with his dame, and stripper Nancy's retaliation against the sinister Senator Rourke. Now, it's been 9 years, count 9 years, since the original Sin City came out back in 2005. And when I first saw the whole thing, I was really impressed with it. I really enjoyed how its visuals and storytelling were distinguishable and unique from the other films. And I was really captivated by how the movie was so faithful to the original source material, the graphic novels. Now, before I saw this long-awaited sequel, I had 3 doubts. I looked on RottenTomatoes.com, and the score for the original was 78%, and the new one is at 44%. And the second one, I kept seeing online that that the movie was getting pushed back date to date, and usually that's always not a good sign for movies. Like, the results aren't always very good. Now, my third one is with Robert Rodriguez. Now, his latest films weren't not that good. With Spy Kids All the Time in the World, that came out in 2011, although I haven't seen the film, but I could predict how atrocious it is and how lazily constructed it is. Now, with Machete Kills, which came out last year, that's another one that I haven't seen yet, but after looking at all the trailers, it just looks kind of stale to me. It didn't pop out as a high matinee worthy movie like the first Machete. It looks like a rental. So I really had a problem with Machete Kills promoting itself too much as a B. Like, oh look, we're a B movie. We're a B movie. Yeah, it got pretty tired for me. So, but I'll still check it out. I'll still rent it. Still got faith in it. So I went to the theater, and with low expectations I went, and after seeing Sin City 2, it's a damn good sequel and a damn good movie. It really is, really is. His style of directing, his cinematography and editing is super badass and very tight, and I was really glad to see that. The style of Robert Rodriguez, it's perfect for a Sin City film adaptation because of his over-the-top sequences and bizarre aspects, especially from the original Sin City graphic novels. Now, from my perspective, it's not superior to the original. There are some elements of this new one where it's more edgy than the original. So yeah, like, I really dug this new one, and it's a lot of fun to view many very interesting characters and their fascinating personalities. Now, to me, Josh Brolin played it more dark and complex than Clive Owen as Dwight. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Johnny, well, he's always awesome. Uh, Especially his character of Johnny. He's one of those characters uh, where like you're very interested in him, but you're you just get anxious for whatever dangerous decision he makes. And Mickey Rourke, he's always awesome as Marv, no doubt. I had the most enjoyment with his character. It's great because whenever someone's in trouble or if he's in trouble, uh, he has his brutal yet really kick-ass way of taking out the trash. So yeah, it's great. Now, in the case with Jessica Alba, being that her performance was pretty wooden and robotic in the original Sin City, here's something. This is the best performance that I've seen from Jessica Alba. Yes, it looks like she was pushed a lot to deliver real emotions and being like have darker aspects to her character rather than just being a crying machine, you know. She showed more integrity, and I was very pleased with that. She has a lot to her story, and it was really well thought out. And wow, Powers Booth, a veteran actor who's been under the radar, is directed terrifically by Rodriguez and Miller. He's so good playing Senator Rourke, as very despicable, so savage, and plain greedy. Now, when it comes to the title character, A Dame to Kill For, unfortunately, she's not such a dame to kill for. Eva Green is an English actress that you might recognize from Casino Royale, where she played the Bond girl, the blonde chick from Dark Shadows, and earlier this year playing Artemisia in 300 Rise of an Empire. And like 300 and more, and doing more in 300, more than in 300, she showed off a lot of her glory, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was a lot. And she's great to look at, don't get me wrong, but showing off a lot of her sexuality, that's where the problem lies. Alright, the Dame to Kill For, Ava Lord, displays more sexuality than character, any character development. There's some good talk about herself in one scene, but it's just kind of empty, you know. Yeah, this character feels sort of lifeless. Eva Green, like, she does such a good job, like delivering her lines, but it would have been more great to see more character development, more depth in her. Yeah, so especially the women portrayed in this film, in my opinion, it's very misogynistic. Maybe Frank Miller was trying to make a statement of that. I'm not sure, but it came off really misogynistic. So another issue I had was with a minor character that had a little too much screen time with Ava. He was like kind of like in the way of the pacing of the film. So yeah, he felt like kind of unnecessary to the plot. Now, the most obvious issue that I have with this film, that it doesn't have that emotional punch like the original did, you know. Sin City back in 2005 had visuals and anthology storytelling that was like groundbreaking in its time, you know. Two of the main characters, Marv and John Hardigan, John Hardigan played by Bruce Willis, like, spiritually they get beaten to pulp, and it's like, you feel like all the damage done to them, and it really pops out in this, and the original was not only paying respect to Frank Miller's original source material for being faithful and succeeding as a cinematographic novel, it's like a love letter to film noir as well. I really dig film noir, and while watching these two Sin City films, I couldn't help but compare the Sin City films and the Sin City graphic novels to the original, to the two Max Payne games, the first two. They have like this grittiness, griminess, brutality, style, smoothness, like smooth criminal way, coolness, strangeness, and depth, all the way there. So yeah, like Sin City and Max Payne, like they pretty much fit those descriptions. It also goes for the graphic novels. So while some emotions were present in some places but missing in others, this is still a worthy sequel. It's so beautiful to look at. The visuals are flawless, the action is exhilarating, it's very violent and very sexual. The stories and elements of this movie are as black and white as the color format chosen for this film. I had a blast with this film. It's one of the few films I enjoyed from this summer of mediocre movies. I will rate Sin City: A Dame to Kill For 3.5 out of 5 stars. There's some of the pacing was off. There wasn't much depth to The Dame to Kill For, and lacked that emotional punch to the film, but it's still a very worthy sequel. I really admire the film, and I would watch it again. So, by the way, it was splendid to film this video in black and white. My influence draws from a fellow YouTuber named Chris Stuckmann, who did a review for this film and had an awesome opening skit to his review, which pays a great homage to film noir and Sin City in general. So I can't thank him enough for his influence. I'll leave his channel. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box below. And he actually inspires me to do these movie reviews, and I can't thank him enough for his influence. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have seen this film, if any of you have seen this film, post some comments of what you thought about the movie. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel and to be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. Later.